Once upon a time, in a cozy village nestled at the edge of the enchanted forest, there was a young girl named Aveline. Aveline loved Christmas more than anything in the world, especially the grand Christmas star that shone high above the village each year. The star was said to be the brightest and most magical in all the land. It twinkled so brightly that even on the coldest winter nights, it warmed the hearts of everyone who gazed at it. But one chilly Christmas Eve, something strange happened. As the villagers were preparing for the big Christmas feast, they looked up at the sky and the star was gone. Gone! The villagers gasped in horror. Without the Christmas star, there would be no Christmas joy, no warmth, no sparkle. Aveline couldn't let that happen. She loved Christmas too much, so she grabbed her warm scarf, stuffed a chocolate bar in her pocket, and set off toward the enchanted forest, where the Christmas star had been kept for centuries by the magical creatures who lived there. "I have to find the Christmas star," Aveline said, her voice determined. As Aveline walked through the snowy path, the wind howled and the trees whispered. It felt like the whole forest was holding its breath, waiting for someone brave enough to take on the quest. But Aveline wasn't scared. She knew she was the one who could save Christmas. After walking for hours, Aveline finally reached the heart of the enchanted forest. It was beautiful, covered in soft, glimmering snow, with sparkling icicles hanging from the trees. But the forest was also mysterious, filled with strange sounds and hidden secrets. Just as Aveline was about to give up hope, a tiny voice called out to her. "Hey, over here!" Aveline turned around and saw a little glowing creature, a sparkly blue elf with pointy ears and a mischievous smile. The elf said, "You look like you need help, young one. The Christmas star is hidden deep in the cave of snowflakes. But you'll need to be very brave if you want to find it." Aveline's eyes widened. "The cave of snowflakes? But I've heard it's full of puzzles and riddles." The elf nodded, his eyes twinkling. "Indeed. But if you solve the puzzles, the star will be yours to return. Follow me, and I'll show you the way." After walking for hours, Aveline finally reached the heart of the enchanted forest. It was beautiful, covered in soft, glimmering snow, with sparkling icicles hanging from the trees. But the forest was also mysterious, filled with strange sounds and hidden secrets. Aveline followed the elf through the snowy forest, where trees whispered riddles and snowflakes floated down like tiny sparkling fairies. Finally, they reached the cave of snowflakes. The entrance was hidden behind a waterfall of glittering ice. As they stepped inside, Aveline could see the walls of the cave were lined with beautiful, glowing crystals. But she knew the hardest part was yet to come. In the center of the cave, on a pedestal, rested the Christmas star, shining with all its magical glow. But as Aveline reached for it, a voice boomed from the cave walls. "To take the Christmas star, you must solve the riddle of the cave of snowflakes." Aveline stood tall and said, "I'm ready." "What's the riddle?" The voice echoed again. "I am always in front of you, but you cannot see me. I tell you stories, yet I cannot speak. What am I?" Aveline thought for a moment. "I know this one," she said, her eyes lighting up. "The answer is, tomorrow. Tomorrow is always in front of you, but you can't see it. It tells stories through the future." The cave trembled, and the glowing crystals sparkled brighter. "Correct," the voice boomed. "You may now take the Christmas star." Aveline stepped forward and gently lifted the star from its pedestal. It sparkled in her hands like 1,000 tiny suns. She could feel its warmth and magic. With a smile, she turned to the elf. "Thank you for your help. I have to bring this back to the village before it's too late." But just as she was about to leave the cave, the ground shook, and a mighty snowstorm appeared, swirling around her. "Wait," the voice cried out. "There's one last challenge. To return the star, you must face the blizzard of shadows, the fiercest snowstorm in all the land." Aveline's heart raced, but she knew she couldn't give up now. "I can do this," she said, clutching the star tightly. "I won't let Christmas be lost." The elf waved his tiny hands and sprinkled sparkles into the air. "Remember," he said, "the storm is only as strong as your fear. Stay brave, and the storm will pass." With the Christmas star glowing brightly, Aveline stepped into the blinding snowstorm. The wind howled, the snow whirled around her, but Aveline kept her eyes on the glowing star in her hands. With each step, the storm began to weaken. She held the star higher, and the snowflakes swirled around her like tiny, friendly snow fairies. Finally, with one last step, Aveline emerged from the storm, and the village came into view. The snow stopped, and the sky cleared. The Christmas star shone brighter than ever, lighting up the night sky. The village erupted in cheers as they saw the star return. Aveline held the star high, and the villagers clapped and danced. "You did it, Aveline," they cried. "You saved Christmas." Aveline smiled and looked up at the twinkling Christmas star. "We did it," she said. "Together, we saved Christmas." And from that day on, the Christmas star shone even brighter, knowing that the spirit of adventure, bravery, and love would always guide the way for Christmas to be saved. So friends, remember, Christmas is full of magic, mystery, and adventure,